In the quiet town of Idaho, Mark and Sarah had been talking for weeks about expanding their little family, not with a baby but with a second cat. Just imagine how happy Lucy would be with a playmate. "Let's visit that cat shelter this weekend," Sarah had said with a hopeful smile. They headed to Happy Jack Cats Incorporated, a small shelter run by a kind-hearted woman named Emily Sullivan, who had a deep love for stray and rescued cats. "Come with me," Emily said warmly. "I think you're going to fall in love right away." She led them to a cozy room where 3 kittens, Artemis, Hercules, and Apollo, were playing together. Their mother had passed away, and since then, Emily had been caring for them. "Look at this little gray one, she's already in your lap," Mark said, watching Artemis curl up and purr loudly. "Her name's Artemis, right? It's like she chose us before we could even choose her," Sarah giggled, gently stroking the kitten. Hercules, a sleek black kitten, sat back quietly watching them, and Apollo, the quietest of the 3, hid behind a cushion. Mark and Sarah had made their decision. "We'll take Artemis," Mark said, smiling as the kitten batted at his fingers. Emily nodded and began preparing the carrier for Artemis's trip home. The room was dim, and in the flurry of goodbyes and chatter, no one noticed Hercules quietly slipping into the carrier after his sister. Halfway home, Sarah frowned. "Do you hear that?" she asked, her head tilting slightly. A second, softer meow came from the carrier. Mark pulled over, unzipped it, and there was Hercules curled tightly against Artemis. The 2 kittens stared up at them, wide-eyed and blinking. Sarah quickly texted Emily, "Did you know we have 2 kittens?" Moments later, Emily responded, "Oh no. Hercules must have snuck in. I'm so sorry." She offered to take him back the next morning. That night, Mark and Sarah watched the kittens carefully. Artemis groomed Hercules gently, and he nuzzled into her with tiny purrs. When Artemis chased a toy, Hercules followed, stumbling over his tiny paws. If they were separated for even a moment, both cried until they were reunited again. Sarah sighed, her heart already full. "We can't take him back." Mark nodded, watching the 2 cuddle. "Looks like we're a family of 4 now." The next morning, Emily arrived at their house, expecting to retrieve Hercules. But when the couple opened the door, they smiled. "We're keeping both," Sarah said softly. Emily's eyes filled with tears. "They've always been inseparable," she whispered, watching the 2 kittens play at their feet. And as for Apollo? Just 1 week later, a gentle family with a toddler came to the shelter and fell in love with him instantly. Emily watched them go with a soft smile on her face. Sometimes she thought fate has its own plans. And in the end, all 3 kittens, bound by loss, found love in ways no one could have predicted. If you liked the video, put like and subscribe to the channel where you will find a lot of interesting things.